Question. Write a program that calculates and prints the value according to the given formula. Q is square root of 2 times C times D divided by H. So following are the fixed values of C and H. C is 60, H is 10. D is the variable whose value should be input to your program in a comma separated sequence. So if the following input is 100, 200, 300, then the output should be as following. So these are some certain hints that we need to. It says basically says that we need to round our results. If the result output is printed as 26.0, it should be just printed at 26. So that's pretty much it. So I'd say def formula, something like that, right? The name of function is as following. So let's start off by setting up our initial variables. Q is defined as square root. Oh, by the way, the square root in Python, you need to import a math library, basically. So that's how you do it. From math import sqrt. Or you can say import everything. That's how you easily utilize this. So import, I'll say, it doesn't matter, sqrt with square root of 2 times C times D divided by H, right? The whole square root, I guess. Okay, good. Now, here, what is C? C is 60, H is 10, but we don't know the D yet. So D is input to your comma separate sequence. So it should be like input, enter your integers, something like that. But split it by comma, and as you know, this will return certain lists, I feel. And what we want to do here is, okay, let's just try and run it and see what's going on. Print D. Let's try to print D. So let's see what's in D. Okay, D is, let's try to, this is a pretty good habit for you to run the program and see what's going on here. So how about enter integers 100, 200, or 10, 20, 30, right? See, unseparated operands, so list and int. So I guess there's something wrong here. Line, this is basically like line 30, okay? Because we're trying to multiply this D, which we are given as the list, so we can't do it here. So let's just switch it to like console output or input, and then I'll say we need a loop for D in console output. So we want to take it to account. We want to take account of the single the version, the single instance of this console input list. So that's how we want to design it. Okay. So for D in console output, Q is defined as that, and we want to round it up. And the way we do it, we need a comma separate because we want to generate empty list and we want to store them into a list. And then at the last minute when print it, we want to say print comma.join of list. But before we do it, we need to convert the Q as a string because that's how we use the join. So let's try this. 100. So the integers should be 100, 200, and 300. As you see here, what we're expecting is 11, 15, and 19. So that's what we were expecting. Okay, we got an error here. Unsupported operand common time for a string, start, and int. So that's also line 29. When you search line, it's Alt-G as a shortcut. So let's see line 29. This time we have a problem. So round, square root of 2 times C is 60. D is whatever the individual value is, then H. And that's sort of how we are supposed to print out and see what's going on here. So let's try to print out what's in console input. Okay, print console input. What we're expecting is 10, 20, 30 as a list. 10, 20, 30 as a list. Okay, so now they're in a list, but it's sort of stored as you see, like integer. But what we want is we want this to be stored as integers, not strings. So the way there are multiple ways of doing it. I mean, there are lots of ways. I guess that before we storing them into here, we can say like int d, for d and int d. Doesn't matter. So let's try this. So 100, 200, 300. Now we are printing 35, 49, and 60. So we have different results here. Guess this something is not right here. Maybe our calculation has a mispoint, but that's sort of general idea of how to use this Python method here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and please press like, and I hope you have a great weekend.